Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. How we doing? How we doing? What is up, my people? What is up, my people? It is your boy Noble Living, and this is the Free Three. We're here every single morning breaking down my favorite picks and plays of the day. I just try to get to the bag together and make that money. Talk about a weekend, baby. Talk about a weekend. I mean, I know. Let me just hit the horn. Let me just hit the horn. Let me just hit the horn. The reason why we got to hit the horn, my friends, is I know I didn't put out a video over the weekend, but we did drop a post on the YouTube channel and on Twitter, on all the social media platforms. We dropped a play. So if you guys are not following us at Noble Living at DYF Bets on YouTube, I don't know what you're doing. We put out the post out there for you guys. We gave you a few college basketball winners. I'm about to pull it up right now so you guys know there's no cap in my rap here, right? We put out college basketball winners. We put out a 20 plus 2,000 parlay. So that's a 20x parlay. And what else we do? We also gave you guys one more post. I'm pulling it up right now. Here we go. Let me see. Create post. Let's go to some of the community. All right, let's look at Saturday real quickly. Let's do a quick recap here, and then we're going to go into this board today. It's a light slate, guys. No, I'm not trying to overextend myself. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, playoff football, college football, NFL. So this is a heavy bankroll management slate Monday and Tuesday, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we're going to ramp it up, obviously, with college football and college basketball, things of that nature, NFL as well. All right, so to kind of look up real quickly here at the screen that we got pulled up, right? You can see here, this is our YouTube channel. So I posted on YouTube. So if you don't see a video from me, make sure we go to the community tab just to check out. Joe Burrow, he finished with like 280. So that was our only loss of the day. Derrick Henry, anytime touchdown, Steelers plus 8.5, that cashed. Our hardwood haymaker of the day, right? Look at this, my friends. Every single game, 12 money line legs, plus 2,000, 1950. We turned $50 into $2,000 on Saturday. $50 into $1,000, excuse me, 100 into 2,000 by hitting all of these plays on the money line. These are all two-team steams that you guys could have taken. 2 teams, 3 teams, money line parlays. We've been doing that here on the channel lately, and we're going to do it again today. So if you don't like money line parlays, I'm sorry, but this has been cashing in for us. Massive day. And then I gave you guys some individual legs as well. Look at this right here. I gave you guys a few individual legs. Virginia Tech on the money line against Miami, they won. Arizona and Cincinnati under 147, that cashed. Rice minus 3.5, that cashed. Listen, my friends, we are putting out winners here on the channel. So again, I appreciate each and every single one of you guys that have been tapped into the Free Three from the very first day that we've been doing this for over a year. We've hit over 1,000 subs. We're on Twitch now, trying some new things. I greatly appreciate it. We're going to update the record here shortly. So if you have not smashed that subscribe button, if you're not following us just yet, I don't know what you're doing. All the plays are being tracked at the Action Network. So I'm done chatting for today. Let us look at this slate real quickly, and let's craft a few money line parlays for you guys. All right, so what I've been doing recently here on the channels, I've been going on ESPN. I've been looking at the full slate of games to see what we like first, and then narrowing it down from there. So let's look at NBA real fast just to see what's on the NBA card for Monday. NBA's have been a little bit wacky. I have not been betting NBA too much besides select spots. We do have a very nice card here, full slate of games ahead of us. Let me zoom in a little bit for you guys. We've got the Blazers and Pistons. Pistons have been on a tear. That might be a nice little money line leg at minus 6.5. Suns and Sixers. I heard they're gonna try moving. What's his name? Moving. Whoops. Sorry, I should have done it this way. Moving. Bradley Beal to the bench. That should be interesting. 76ers, they've been on a recent streak of late. Look at these wins that they've been able to stack up. So that might be a good look for them at home at minus 3.5. Pretty short line. Obviously, we have to know if Embiid's playing. Nets and Pacers. I actually lean the Nets in this game. But I'm not going to talk about that too much. Magic and Knicks. I love the Knicks here. The Magic are so banged up. I made a rookie mistake yesterday. I included the Magic in a moneyline parlay that I took. And look at this roster that they've got right now, guys. Tristan DeSilva, Goga Bita, whatever you say his name, Cole Anthony, KCP, Caleb Houston, Jonathan Isaac, Wendell Carter Jr., Corey Joseph, Traveling Queen, Jet Howard, Anthony Black. Do you guys recognize any of these players besides KCP? I don't. I mean, obviously Cole Anthony, Wendell Carter. That just shows you how banged up this Magic team is right now. They're basically playing G Leaguers out there. So for me, I kind of want to stay off of that. My boy Shark Lark is in the building. What's up, Shark? How you doing, bro? He's in shambles. He's in shambles. Man, the Vikings hurt. I'm not going to lie. That hurt me last night. I did hedge. I took Sam Darnold's pass attempts. I took it over 35. I took 37. I took over 40. So it worked out because he finished with 41, man. But I'm sorry to hear about your Vikings, but I do think they're going to win against the Rams. They're going to win against the Rams, right? Right, guys? I think so. What's up, Just K? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? What's up? What's up, family? How is everyone doing? I'm trying to make sure I check the comments, too. Appreciate you guys for tapping in. We're looking at the NBA board real quickly, just from a high level. I'm going to dive into player props a little bit later, probably later on this evening. I'll hop on stream maybe 4, 5, 6 o'clock. It's really hard for me to handicap NBA early in the day. You just don't have enough information. You don't know who's playing, but I do like the Kings here at -3.5 as well. Look at this recent 4-game win streak that they've been on since they fired their head coach. And then also when we look at it as well, Miami, we got the Jimmy Butler situation going on over there, and they just haven't been solid. 7-9 on the road this year, and look at this, a bad loss against the Jazz, a bad loss against the Pacers. These are games that I think they should win. They obviously beat the Hornets, but 2 home losses, that kind of speaks to what Miami's dealing with right now, guys. So I kind of just want to stay off of it right now. So many injuries, Just Case. So many injuries. That's what's got me scared with the NBA until we know who's playing. And then I did assume Fox is playing because he didn't play last night. I do assume that as well. Which makes me like the Kings even more in this position, and it's 3.5. I might lock that in. But let's look at the college basketball slate real quickly, and then from there we will we'll craft up something. Yesterday in college basketball was my bad, guys. I made a rookie mistake. I watched some other people's videos and stuff, and they talked me into Penn State. They talked me into Drake. And those were 2 of the games that I really didn't like from a money line perspective. And it bit me. So it's okay. But we're going to bounce back today real quickly. Let's look at this slate real quickly. We got the SWAC here. I'm not really touching that. South Florida, I like them at +8.5. I think they're a pretty good team. I think Wichita State's a little bit overrated. I lost some money on South Florida a few weeks ago, and that's really got me watching them. I actually was fading them, I want to say, in this East Carolina game, actually. And they were able to win that game 1-0, and they were underdogs in that game. KenPom has this as a 9-point loss for USF. I don't like the fact that they haven't really won any major step-up class games. We see the loss against Florida. We see the loss against Charleston. We see the loss against MTSU. We see the loss against Utah State here. And then now they got to go on the road to a Wichita State team. But this loss is ugly to me. Temple, they're not that good of a team. Obviously, it was on the road, so that's a tough spot, and it looks like that's where Wichita State dropped the ball this year. Neutral floor against a really good Florida team. DePaul, man, losing on the road to DePaul. DePaul is not good. Losing at home to Kansas City. Kansas City's not good. So now that we're in conference, you're 0-1. We've got a 1-0 South Florida team. You're giving me 8.5 points here. That's just a high number. That's just a high number, in all honesty, for a team that's not shown that they can do too much here. So what I might do instead is let's table that game. I'm going to go to the notepad. Let's pull out the notepad real quickly here, and let's take a look. You guys see some of the notes that I put all the money lines on Saturday. You can see all the notes that I got right there. So let's go to the notepad for here for the 4th. I'm going to just move all this stuff down out of here to just avoid confusion. I do want to look at some of these plays a little bit later here, though. Let me just tab all the way down. All right, January the 4th, real quick. Let's go CBB. And then let's also go NBA. We're going to take one NBA play. I'm really leaning the Kings. I'm going to put the Kings here for right now. Let's not bold it just because we don't know if we're going to take that for sure. But I really lean the Kings tonight. I just can't take the Miami Heat right now. We're going to lean USF plus 8.5. Right, real quickly. Wisconsin Rutgers, great game tonight. Great game tonight in Piscataway, New Jersey. 1-2, both teams in conference. I saw a stat that really has me leaning towards not a side in this game, but actually to a total. And the line's already moved. I'm looking at here 156.5 for Michigan and Rutgers. So let's go down here to the numbers from Wisconsin real quick. Not Michigan, Wisconsin. Wisconsin, 11-3 against the number. One of the best over and under teams in all of college basketball right now. Meanwhile, we have Rutgers, 8-5-1 against the number. 5-3 at home. Meanwhile, Wisconsin, 4-0 to the over on the road. I like that. As an underdog, Wisconsin is 4-0 to the over. I like that as well. They're a 1.5-point underdog here. KenPom has this as a 4-point win for Wisconsin, which I do agree with, even though they're on the road. Rutgers is battled with some injury. We have to see if Dylan Harper Jr. plays. He did miss their last game against Indiana, but we saw Ace Bailey turn up. I mean, he hooped. I think he had like 30-something in that game in their 84-74 loss to Indiana. That's what concerns me about this Rutgers team. They can score points. They can hang with the best of them, but they're 99th in defensive efficiency, which is not really the best. 253rd in three-point percentage, and they don't cause a whole lot of turnovers. Now we've got a Wisconsin team, 87th in three-point percentage, 12th in offensive efficiency, 18th in turnover percentage, so they don't turn over the ball. They don't force a lot of turnovers either, which is good for that Rutgers offense. And then they're the number one free throw shooting team in all of college basketball, which is why I lean them to win this game on the money line. They are going to a tough road environment, but I do like the fact that they've played an away game at Marquette. They played an away game at Illinois. They're coming off a big win against Iowa. I do think they could grab the win today, but I think that the better play here is just the over. We got 82-78. That puts us at what, 160? That KenPom has a final score here. We're getting 156.5. That's too low of a number for both of these teams trending towards the over. Let's go over 156.5 as our first best bet of the day in Wisconsin and Rutgers. And that is going to be loaded in. So that's going to be in bold. Wisconsin, Rutgers, over 156.5, minus 110 odds. I think this was minus 112 that I got it at. So feel free. Let's see what I get it at. Minus 112. All right, let's just keep it uniform here. Minus 112. I put a unit down to win a unit. All right. So I do lean the money line as well. If you want to take Wisconsin minus 1.5, I don't lay 1.5. In all honesty, I'll just pay for the money line juice, because the way I look at it is if a team is going to win, they're going to win. So just either take the spread or take the money line. One of the two, but I would take the money line at minus 130. So that's our first official pick of the day. Let me see what comments that we have here. What's up, Diggs? What's up, Diggs? How you doing, fam? What's up, Diggs? Good to see you, bro. All right, one best bet down. Let's cook up two more. Let's go a quick little money line parlay here, guys. We do have some heavy favorites on the board today that I do like. Let's scroll real quickly back to ESPN to check out some of the records. UT Grand Valley, they're on the road. Their favorite on the road, which is tough, but short line at 2.5. That's a little fishy against a 6-8 team that's 0-3 against the number, right? Same thing with Nichols. I do like Nichols here because East Texas A&M, they're just not good, guys. East Texas A&M. These are some of the teams that I'm looking to fade when I make my money line parlays. Yes, they can win. Every team's not going to win every game, but look at this. Look at this run here. 2 wins. Both of them were home wins, 0-3 in conference. Abilene Christian, they won that game by 1. They beat Southern by 2, so these were very close games. 354 in offensive efficiency. They suck. 361st in turnover percentage. They turn over the ball left and right. Now we've got a Nichols team that's 8-6, okay? And we've seen them. They beat Seattle on the road. Tough win. 72 points on Gonzaga, even though they lost by 30. That's not bad. Northwestern State. That was a tough road loss, and they would have been 3-0 in conference. I like Nichols State here. Even though they're on the road, I think that's a solid money line piece. So let's go to the notepad real quick. Let's just look up. Let's just type in money lines here. We're gonna table Nichols right now. This is more of a fade on East Texas A&M in the Southland. I think Nichols, this is their conference that they can be competitive. Obviously, the Southland's a tough conference because you've got McNeese there, you've got Lamar there. They're supposed to really be the two teams that's competitive for it. But I think Nichols is a team that can finish in middle of the pack that should be able to win some games here. So I do like them on a money line, but let's see what else that we've got here. New Orleans, this is another team that I'd look to fade. 0-3, 2-12 in conference. Right? I mean, obviously at a 10-point spread here, we're not going to get any value on the money line, but that might be just an extra to get us to plus 100. Let's see. Stephen S. Austin, 8.5-point favorite. I'm not touching that. I like Alabama A&M, Mississippi Valley State. They suck. They're garbage. I mean, they're not even a D1 program, if we're being honest. Houston, TCU. I like Houston in the first half. Let's look at TCU's team total real quick. Let's look at TCU's team total because it's hard to lay. Look at this. We've got a total of 128. We've got a spread at 18.5. That's tough. That's tough. You're either asking for one team to not score at all, or you're asking, I mean, that's really what it is. You're asking for one team not score at all. So we've got 54.5 points is the line for TCU. So let's go to team rankings real quickly. I just want to see how many points per game TCU is averaging. 72. Okay. Let's go to KenPom and let's look them up real quickly just to see. I want to see what their pace of play is at. They're at 220. They're defensive-minded, 25th in defensive efficiency, 71.54. So that means that we're at, what, 125? And the book has us at 128. So KenPom has this going under. And I can see that because obviously the second best defensive team against the 25th best defensive team. That matters. That matters. Pace of play, 220 for TCU, 361 for Houston. Very, very slow pace of play. Houston, KenPom has 54 points for TCU. They just dropped 63 against Kansas State, which is low for Kansas State. 58-49 against South Alabama. That is just pitiful. I mean, talk about 58 points against South Alabama. That's 96, but look how slow South Alabama plays. So that's why they only got 8 points up. And now we've got a team in Houston that plays even slower. That's even stronger defensively. I lean TCU under 54.5 here. I really do. I really do. Houston, they just dismantled BYU on Saturday. I mean, 55 points to a BYU offense. That's 29 in offensive efficiency, 23rd in effective field goal percentage, 62nd in three-pointers, 18 in two-point percentage. And now you held them to 55 points, and you're at home against a TCU team that's 155th offensively. Nowhere near the numbers. Nowhere near the numbers that BYU is. All right. I like that. I like under 154.5. I don't know if it was becoming a totals Monday right now. TCU team total under 54.5. That's at minus 120. I like that. I like that. I really do. So let's lock that in. Let's lock that in. Let's lock that in as our second best bet of the day. All right. So we've got TCU team total under for a unit. That's going to be a sweat. That's going to be a sweat. I'm not going to lie to y'all. And then let's do a money line parlay real quick. We're going to go. I'm staying off Ohio State and Minnesota. I think that's the trap game of the day. I lean Minnesota plus the points. I believe that is the trap game of the day. I lean Minnesota plus the points. What I want to see is Houston on the first half money line is probably going to be outrageous. Minus 850. Okay. Okay. Nicholls State at minus 220. Texas A&M Corpus Christi, that gets us to minus 133. If we add McNeese, that gets us to plus 100. That's ugly. That is an ugly lay, y'all. But it's going to cash. Alabama A&M gets us up minus 2,800. I don't feel like touching that. And then if we do Houston first half here, that should get us about minus 120. Minus 126. Okay. Okay. So what I'm thinking, guys, Nickel State is the base of our parlay, okay, at minus 220, just winning outright. This is a fade on East Texas A&M, okay? Then the next leg of the lay, we have A&M Corpus Christi, okay? 9.5-point favorites on the road. That's a lot of points, but that I'm not saying they cover. I just need them to win, okay? If you don't, let's look at A&M Corpus Christi real quick. Texas A&M Corpus Christi is a team that is 9-6 on the year, 134th in offensive efficiency. I like that. You know, top 100 numbers for a team in the Southland is pretty impressive, okay? Dropping 51 points on Houston, pretty impressive, okay? Obviously, every time they stepped up in class, they've lost, but those are all top 200 losses. Every time they have bottom 200, they win. New Orleans, suck. I don't know how they beat Tulane in overtime. Don't know how they did that. But since that, they haven't been competitive. All right, guys? So we're going to go with that. And then McNeese, this is the Southland. This is their conference to lose. So what McNeese did this year, guys, so McNeese is head coached by Will Wade. He's the former coach for LSU and VCU, right? We can see that right here at LSU, VCU. And then obviously Chattanooga, he was the coach there when I was at UTC. That's why I'm a big fan of Will Wade. McNeese last year, look at this. They went 30-4. They lost in the round one of the NCAA tournament because they didn't play nobody all year. So what did they do this season? Well, this season they scheduled South Dakota State. They scheduled Alabama. They scheduled North Texas. They scheduled Illinois State. They scheduled Longwood. They scheduled Liberty, Santa Clara, Mississippi State before they knew they were going to be in conference against all bottom teams. So they basically said, let us get ready for the NCAA tournament early. Let's get ready for the conference tournament early by loading the front half of our schedule. If we win more games, then we can maybe get an at-large bid. They're not getting an at-large bid because they lost to some good teams. They're not getting an at-large bid. They have to run the conference. It's as simple as that. Ken Palm has them going 17-3 in conference, but you can see they have them winning every single game here. Northwestern State is not a bad team. They're not a bad team. But every time they step up in class, Texas, Cal, LSU, Rice, Texas State, Oklahoma, they've lost. And McNeese is a good mid-major program, So we're going to go 3 legs on the parlay. Okay, we're going to go 3 legs on the parlay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete Houston first half out of here. However you delete this Houston first half, delete Houston first half. So let's just go 3 legs. Hold on, I messed something up. Let's restart. We're going to go 3 legs on the CBB lay. Texas A&M Corpus Christi, Nickel State, McNeese State. That's our 3 legs. All right? If you want to add in Houston first half, you can. Stay off of this game, guys. This is the trap game of the day. Ohio State, 5.5-point favorites on the road against Minnesota. The only reason why you're getting that number is because Minnesota at home is 1-9 against the number. That's the only reason why you're getting that number. But Ohio State, I don't think they're that good of a team. I really don't. And Minnesota's at home. That's a tough place to play. Okay? Just stay off that game. So we're going to go 3 legs here for A&M Corpus Christi, Nickel State, McNeese State, plus 100. So if you do want to add another big favorite, maybe Detroit Pistons, I'm not opposed to that. So let's put this in bold. Money line lay of the day is we're going to go Nichols, we're going to go McNeese, and we're going to go A&M Corpus Christi. That is our plus 100. I guess you plus 102. feel free to add Houston and whoever else you want to get in there. So that's 3 picks that we've locked in. That's 3 picks that we've locked in here on the free 3. And let's do one NBA side real quickly, and then we'll be done. I'll be on at 4 or 5 o'clock later on this evening to go through some player props. Make sure you're following me on Twitter. You can also do the Knicks. The Knicks for the 4th leg is beautiful. I like that. The Knicks for the 4th leg. If you want to take out, you know, if you don't know enough about nickels, I mean, nickels, you got to keep nickels in. They're the foundation of the parlay. Like, you're not going to get any odds value without them. Add the Knicks, you get to plus 106, right? Add Knicks, money line, plus 136. You can't beat that. You can't beat that. I'm going to put another unit on this one. That's just a little bit of an extended of what we're going for. Sometimes if you double down like that, you'll lose, but I'm okay with it. And then we're going to go Sacramento here, minus 2.5. If I can get some 2.5s out there, I'll pay for that hook. I'll pay for that hook. Or what are they on the money line? What are they on the money line? That's got to be like minus 150. Yeah. Minus 150 on the money line. Don't touch the pucks. They suck. You can do the Pistons. Pistons and Kings money line gets you to plus 133 as well. Not opposed to that. Pistons at home, streaking in the right direction against a weak Blazers team. Not opposed to that. If you want to keep it at just NBA, then take out the Pistons. And then why don't we just do Knicks and Kings? What does that get you? Minus 107? We'll just go Kings. Kings and Pistons. I like getting to plus 100. Some people don't like that. If you just want to take the spread at 3.5. I would pay the juice to get it down to 2.5. See, it's already moved to 3.5. I'm not laying 3.5. 2 possessions, I'm fine with it because it's an NBA game. But let's just go plus 133, Kings and Pistons. So for real quickly for today's card, guys, this is what we locked in so far. Follow me on Action Network if you at Noble Living to find some of the other plays. TCU under 54.5, minus 120 odds. We did 2 variations of the 3-legged. This is the foundational parlay here. A&M Corpus Christi, Nichols minus 220, McNeese minus 650. All right? You can throw in the Knicks on the money line if you would like. If you take out Nichols, I doubt you will get to plus 100. I think you maybe get to minus like 120. That's not bad. And then we did Kings and Pistons. Sorry, y'all. My calendar is popping up. Money line. That gets us to plus 133. And then we've got the over. I lean USF plus 8.5. I lean the Kings on the spread. I just don't feel like laying that right now. And then I will look up a few player props. I just can't do player props early until I really know who's playing. And I actually lately been making a lot of good money, guys, like fading the line movement. So like if we have something like, you know, Ant 24.5 points early, and then this moves up to 27.5, sometimes I just go under because the line has moved so much with all the prize picks and all that shit that it's just like, you know, it's worth it. The Norman Powell at 19.5, I'm not opposed to, but you have to kind of keep an eye on Kawhi. Kawhi over 14.5 isn't bad. His 3-point numbers have been kind of low since he's been back too. Kawhi, what, you can get over 1.5 threes at plus 155? That's not bad. Kawhi, he literally attempted, I want to say like 6 or 7 threes his first game. Did I read that correctly? Let's go to the game log real quick. 5. Yeah, his first game back. 3 of 5. You're giving me Kawhi over 1.5 threes at plus 155? All right. Maybe the Timberwolves don't give up a lot of 3-pointers to small forwards. Maybe. Let's see. Makes sense. Bottom three. Makes sense. Okay. So that's why, I mean, after a dude just hit 3, though, you're giving me 2. He attempted 5 at plus 150? I don't know. I don't know. What's up, fam? What's up, fam? I'm you like the Wolves? I like the Wolves. Okay, okay. I'm checking the chat here. What's up, Nick? Let's lock in, bro. We got a few more minutes here. Wemby and Cat over 34.5 points and rebounds is minus 104. Okay. Okay, so I guess that's just let me see. We're just looking at the alt stat combo line. Is that what we're looking at? You said points and rebounds. So he's at 30. So you're just teasing it. So you're going from 37.5 down to 34.5. I can do that on DraftKings. That's the only book that I have that really allows me to do that. I kind of like that though. 37.5 is a little bit low. I mean, this dude might have 15 boards by himself. What's his rebounds at though? Because if his points and rebounds at 37.5, it means his rebound have to be at 13. Okay, 14.5. Makes sense. Makes sense. Let's do one Hail Mary lay before we get out of here. So why don't we do? I'm adding Kawhi 1.5 3-pointers. Let's do a community lay real quick. He says, Just K, I can get behind the Kings, Pistons, and Knicks. I can get behind that. I can get behind that. He likes the Wolves. We got the Wolves. Let me see what the Wolves are at here. Basically a pick 'em at home. All right, I'm fine with adding the Wolves on the money line. So let's go Wolves money line. I'm adding Kawhi 3-pointers. You said Wemby points and rebounds. Stat combos, points and rebounds. Wemby 39.5. God damn. I'm not opposed to that. His rebounds at 11.5. His points have to be at 26.5. And then his 3-pointers is at 3.5. Let's see. I'm looking up. What teams give up the most 3-pointers to centers? The Bulls seem like they are in the top 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. Maybe Wemby 3 threes? Is that too much? All right, Wemby game log. Let's look this up real quick. I know a lot of people are on Outlier nowadays. I mean, the volume's there. 2 of 12, 4 of 6, 1 of 6, 4 of 12, 3 of 6, 6 of 16, 6 of 13, 4 of 8. And then why don't we go look at the Chicago Bulls real quick. And let's see what some centers have been doing recently against them. If they've played any, let's see, schedule. All right, they played the Knicks. That's a good sample size. What did Cat do? Cat. 3 of 7. Okay. Washington. I don't even know who they have at center, if I'm being honest. I don't even watch their games. Oh, Alex Sarr, maybe? 1 of 2. Charlotte. I don't think they have a. Okay, Brooke Lopez for the Bucks. 3 of 11. The attempts are there. I want to kind of go the safe route and not go through. I mean, I guess we can go 3.5 and just make it that. Brooke, 3 of 6. Yeah. Brooke, 3 of 6. So why don't we just do this? We could literally go 3 legs for plus 1,000. We can go Kawhi at 1.5 3-pointers. We can go. I think I have, what is it? Kawhi at 1.5 3-pointers. I have the Wemby over 3.5 3-pointers. Even though, why don't we just take that to 3? Minus 200. Okay, we'll go minus 200 here. Hold on. Okay, Minnesota on the money line. That gets us to plus 55. 544, plus 544. And I'm not going to lie to you guys. I want to go to my old trusty bet. Y'all might not like him, but Julius Randle 3 assists is like the ultimate wagon. Like it is the oh see they're done they're done giving us that number. They're done giving us that number. Julius Randle 4 assists. You know what? Fuck it. I don't even want to play with it. I don't even want to play with it. Don't even. I'm not even adding more legs to tease this thing down. Even though I am gonna add Julius Randle in a lay later. Let's just go Wemby 4 threes. Let's just go Wemby 4 threes. Playing in Chicago. People gonna be hyped. That gets us. Now we're at plus 895. What changed? It was at like plus 900. See, now I gotta throw in some bullshit on the money line. I gotta get to plus 1,000. If I'm doing a lotto, I gotta get to plus 1,000. Spurs suck on the road. They do suck. They do suck. They do suck. That's tough. All right, so maybe we keep that out of it. I got like 2-3 more minutes. I just want to craft this up real quick. Hold on 1 second, guys. Let me send this to my video editor real quick so they can get to work on this. All right, Spurs suck on the road. They do. They're tough on the road. They are tough on the road. All right, why don't? That's why I'll stay off a side of it. I think it's just the Mavs have had a lot of injuries. So maybe Memphis just on the money line, back at home, following a bad loss to the Kings. We were on the Kings in that game and the Warriors. Okay. I mean, we were on the Grizzlies in this game here. Damn, 5-game road trip. That's tough. That's tough. Luka we know is out. Kyrie was out, but he might play today. I'm going to go to the Twitterverse real quick. Let's just see if there's any of our GOATs on Twitter can give us, maybe some people have posted some things already that they like. Let's just check it out. So this is my gambling X list. If you want to link to that, this is just all like just different handicappers on Twitter. And I just sometimes scroll through here to see what they like or what they might be taking. De'Aaron Fox over 10.5 rebounds and assists. Heatless Jimmy Butler. Miami ranked 29th versus point guards. It's got the outlier charts gone over in 4 or 5. Okay. Embiid points. Okay. Like that. I like the Fox rebound and assist line. I like that. I'm not reading all this. Allowed 20 points to Miles Turner, 42 points in assist to Jaren Jackson Jr. I love these type of sell jobs where like Alex Caruso on them just like completely just use every adjective in the dictionary to describe like how amazing this person's gonna go, and then they actually shit the bed. Fox 20 points. Joel Embiid 25 points. Why don't we just maybe just add Embiid 25 points? Call it a day. Champagne 3 threes. All right, you got my attention. Let's see. Let me see. Champagne be shooting that bitch. Let's see. Champagne. I don't even know how you spell his name. See, the problem with guys like Champagne, though, it's like, is he going to get enough minutes? That's the only thing that worries me. But when he comes in the game, he definitely lets it fly. We could go 2 3-pointers maybe. I'm just trying to get to plus 1,000. So we're already at plus 895. So it's not going to take us a lot. It could literally be Embiid like 25 points. But it's just like, do we really want to go that route? Embiid steals my coin every time. He steals my coin every time. That gets us a plus 1253 if we include Embiid's points. Over 25 points. Embiid for 25. I want to look at the... I like that De'Aaron Fox. I liked that De'Aaron Fox as well. I did like that. Let's see. The rebound and assist line, minus 137. It's juiced at 10.5. I need to see how he's been doing recently. You guys will find that I cannot spell most of these people's names. All right, De'Aaron Fox, 23, 5 and 3. That would have been 8. That would have been 7, 12, 23, 50. Why don't we just go points and just keep it simple? See, that's the thing. Sometimes, like, why am I and it only matters when we lose, but it's like, I'll watch, like, why did I take a point guard for his rebounds? Like, it's like little things like that. The little things like that that I feel like really make or break a handicapper. I think this is the lay. I think this is the lay, y'all. Kawhi Leonard over 1.5 3-pointers. That's leg 1, plus 151. Leg 2, De'Aaron Fox to score 20 points. Wemby over 3.5 threes. I feel like now we damn near can take that down to 2.5 and maybe still get to plus 100. Maybe. And then Minnesota on the money line. Should we just go with a player prop here instead of the money line? I kind of want to make it more of like a community lay. So somebody had said Minnesota on the money line, and I like that. You like Joel. You like Joel. So why don't we do that? Why don't we take out Minnesota on the money line? Ain't gonna give us that value though. I mean, Joel 30 points ain't gonna give us that value. I'm not taking 30 points, 25. Watch, this dude's gonna finish with 24. He's gonna piss me off. When he does that little blowing thing into his hands on the free throw, that shit gets me tight. I don't know why. It's just like, dude, what are you doing? Like, what? Like, what's the point of that? All right, I took out Minnesota. Minnesota gets to the plus 80-57. It's like, do we really want to add Minnesota, y'all? Do we really want to add Minnesota, y'all? And this is how we craft up parlays. Why don't we just do 5 legs? Why don't we just keep it at 5 legs? Plus 1,500. 25 to win 400. 50 to win 700. 1,000 to win 1,500. Let's just go 25 on this. I'm fine with this 5-legger. I'm fine with this 5-legger. Embiid, 25 points. Minnesota on the money line. Kawhi, 1.5 3-pointers. De'Aaron Fox, 20-plus points. And then Wemby, you know what? I'm not going to risk this with Wemby because we've already stretched it out to 5 legs. Take him out of here. And we're going to go Wemby, 3 3-pointers. That should get us to plus 1,000. Plus 997. Won't he do it? That's where you just throw in Houston on the money line. Houston on the money line. That's where you get greedy. You throw in Houston on the money line. And they're like, okay, we're back. We're back. Bro, this shit is kicking my ass. Sorry. Trying to get all this stuff on the screen. I don't know what just happened. All right. Screw it. Let's go back to the other video here. Guys, bear with me. I'm working on this streaming stuff. Trying to work on like how to get everything together. So a quick recap for today. College basketball, Wisconsin and Rutgers over 156.5 for a unit. Actually, I could just pull up action real quick and just show you guys what we're doing. Try to find, I don't know where the other screen went. Like the screen I literally was just working on, it just disappeared on all my monitors. I don't know what just happened to it. All right, let's go to action real quick. I gotta fix my action because I forgot to add Sam Darnold from yesterday, so that would have helped us out. But here we go. Over 156.5, Wisconsin and Rutgers for a unit to win a unit. Two-way parlay, Kings in Detroit for a unit, money line. Three-way parlay. You really take one of these two. Don't take both of them. Take one of the two. Don't double your exposure unnecessarily. I'm personally taking this one, but I just took this one for the CBB side. All right. TCU minus 54.5. And then our community lay, which seems to not find its way to what we need to do. And I cannot find that screen anywhere. So let me go craft this real quickly. One more time. Sorry, guys. I don't know what happened to the screen that I was working on. So we did... Did we take out the Wolves? No, I think we left the Wolves. I think we left the Wolves. Wemby, 3.5. I mean, 3 threes. Kobe White, I think he has a good game today, too. He's been hooping. We're taking the alt points for Embiid at 25 plus. And then we did Kawhi. If they would allow us to take 1 3-pointer, I would take it. But my book doesn't allow me to take 1 3-pointer. But Kawhi for 1 3 minus 290. Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. Kawhi 1 3 minus 290 has to go in like every parlay for today. And then the last leg of the lay was... I don't even remember. Not Champagne. It wasn't Champagne threes. Kawhi 3-pointers. Embiid 25. Wemby 3 threes. Minnesota on the money line. And I feel like I'm missing somebody here. Oh yeah, De'Aaron Fox. For a 20 piece. It's like every time I do this, the parlay changes. We'll put $25 to win 245 plus 980. That, my friends, is the card for today. Screenshot. Follow me on Action. Appreciate y'all for tapping in this morning. For anything else that you guys need, I'm here. I'll be on a little bit later. Hopefully, we can get some more people in the stream. Appreciate all the love and support. I don't know if we're going to have surgical stream with Trent in the Bahamas. But if not, you guys know what I'm taking today. All right, let's get to that cheddar. Appreciate y'all for tapping in per usual. And let's have a great day. Let's continue to crush the sports books. And as always, dictate your fate. Get to that cheddar. It is your boy Noble Living. I'll see y'all a little bit later today. All right, later, gang.